This listing is only 2 months old, has already sold over 600 times, and 25 of those sales were in the last 24 hours alone. So posting the right products at the right time on Etsy is exactly how sellers are going to be making thousands of dollars every single month for these next few months heading into the holiday season, and that's exactly how you can too. So in this video, I'll share with you the top 5 niches that I know are guaranteed to sell in the next few months so that you can be in the right place at the right time too. These 5 niches are actually a preview from my trend reports that I create monthly for my private community, the POD Roadmap. If you struggle with doing the research and knowing what to post and when, then this would be an awesome resource for you. They're about an hour long. They go over what you should be listing for right now in your store, what you should be preparing for in advance, trending design styles that you can use in your stores right now, and even some more low competition, high search keywords that you can use in your listings as well. So I will link a preview to one of my past trend reports down in the description. If you want to check that out, then feel free to join us over in the POD Roadmap. I'd love to have you. But without further ado, let's start with niche number 1. That top listing was actually from the engagement niche. The engagement niche is absolutely gigantic for the end of the year and the beginning of the year. And so this is a really great niche to get into right now if you're watching this right when I release it, but it actually sells pretty well all year round. Since people don't only get engaged around the holidays, but that is an extra popular time to be engaged, or even just to buy someone a gift that got engaged earlier this year for Christmas. So let's take a look at some other listings that are doing really well in the engagement niche right now. This engagement niche candle actually is only 3 months old and has already sold 1,795 times. This funny bride shirt is only 3 months old and has sold 369 times. So it could be specifically like happy engagement, first Christmas engaged, or it could be just funny bridal related or wedding related items as well. So it really can be kind of a bigger niche than just engagement, but that is kind of the main thing that I'd focus on, or things that would make a great engagement gift. This next one is actually a Christmas ornament. It's something about your first Christmas engaged. This one is 3 months old and has already sold 197 times. So even if you're a brand new seller, you haven't gotten listings up super far in advance, these brand new listings are getting traction and making tons of sales on Etsy right now. And I think this is a great example that if you're posting things for the holiday season and hoping to get sales, it's going to look a lot more like these really specific niches rather than just Merry Christmas. When people think of buying Christmas gifts for other people, it typically has something to do with their hobby, their profession, or something that's going on in their life that they're purchasing them a gift for. So you can use something like 𝗗𝗏𝗡. That's exactly the tool I'm using right now that can let you actually see all of these data and analytics for these listings. I can just click this little analyze listing button and it'll pull up all this information for me. And you can even search the search results and filter them to give you better results and find listings that are brand new like this in the certain niches that you're looking at. So I do have some links down below for special deals that I have for the yearly price for 𝗗𝗏𝗡 that'll save you a ton of money, and also a buy one get one free month if you use my code. So I'll link everything down below if you haven't checked out 𝗗𝗏𝗡 just yet. Niche number 2 is actually one that we are preparing in advance for to make sure that come January and February, we're not making 0 sales. So I know it can be easy to focus just on what's selling right now and wanting to get sales immediately, but to really play the game of Etsy the right way, you need to be living half now and half a couple months in the future to make sure you're always prepping for what's coming next so you're not late to the party. So niche number 2 is actually the 100th day of school. Now you might not be familiar with this niche or why it's popular, but in the US it is really popular for elementary schools to celebrate the 100th day of school. Sometimes little kids come to school dressed up as 100-year-olds. So there's really a couple categories. There is the teachers that actually wear a 100th day of school shirt, and then there's actually the kids who wear a 100th day of school shirt. So you kind of have 2 categories to focus on. But let's take a look at some listings that have done really well in this niche. This first one has sold 143 times. This next one has sold 1,344 times in 30 months. This one has sold 990 times, and then some newer ones as well. This one also 730 sales since it's been posted, and then some that were posted last year. This t-shirt has sold 82 times and is only 10 months old. So that means it really was posted actually in January, probably right before the actual holiday. And then I've got, I know, one more, which is a 100th day of school sweatshirt, which sold 56 times in the last 10 months. I actually saw quite a few sweatshirts that were selling well last year for this niche, so don't forget to include sweatshirt items as well. So I do think this is a great niche to get into right now in about the October, November, December timeframe, so that way you can be prepared in advance and catch some of those extra sales that come in at the beginning of the year. Niche number 3 is one that is near and dear to my heart, and I've actually made tons and tons and tons of sales in myself, is the first Christmas niche. Now this one can apply to lots of different product types, but typically the most often you see the first Christmas niche on ornaments and apparel, but really this one can be great for anything. So going back to niche number 1, first Christmas engaged is a perfect example, but there are tons of other niches. So think of anything that someone would want to celebrate their first year as, like they're having an animal or a new baby or as a family of 5, or there's lots of different things that someone might celebrate this holiday for, and these make great Christmas gifts. So it really probably is more often someone else buying that as a gift for someone rather than them buying it for themselves. So let's take a look at some that are doing really well right now. I have this one here, which is the first Christmas as a family of 4 ornament, which has sold 422 times in its first 2 months, and we're barely into the peak shopping season for ornaments just yet. This next one is First Christmas as Mr. and Mrs. This one's only 3 months old and has sold 482 times. This next one is the baby's first Christmas ornament. Again, I'll use the Everbee Chrome extension to pull up how much this one has sold, which is 158 times in its first 2 months. And if you're not selling ornaments in your store just yet, then Printify does have some great options for you. Printify is actually the company that I use to print most of the items I've ever sold in my print-on-demand business. You just make the designs, upload it to Printify, and when you get an order, Printify will have someone print and ship that item for you. One really good option on their website is their glass ornaments. I think these are a really beautiful option, especially because most people in the search results are using those ceramic ornaments, so you can stand out just a little bit by using these in your store. And I do even have a sample here that I can show you what they look like. I don't know if you'll be able to see very well with the light, but it does have a nice beveled edge. The designs look really great on them. I will say white text works a little bit better than this red text underneath here, but it is a really beautiful ornament. It feels really high quality, so I think that that would be a really good option for you, along with potentially the metal ornament I do have in front of me as well. This is the 3-inch metal ornament from Printify, is a great option. The prints turn out really crisp and nice. And then I do also have a sample of the ceramic ornament. Now these from Printify can sometimes come out just a little bit blurry, but I do think even though this one has a tiny bit of a blurred look to it, it still looks really nice, and the ornament itself is good quality. So ornaments can be a really great option to add to your store, and it is not too late. If you're watching this anytime before Black Friday, I'd say go for it. You've got time to list some in your store and potentially get a few extra 100 sales in short periods of time if you make sure you're doing your research. And then on to niche number 4, which is personalized teacher gifts. Now, teachers are a great niche that sells all year round, and one of the big reasons why it's a good thing to post right now in your store is a lot of people like to buy teachers gifts for Christmas from their students. And so this is a very popular category to have listed in your store right now. Even sometimes principals will buy all of the teachers' gifts, and you can get some group orders. So this is a good time to get into it. But if you make something that's not necessarily Christmas themed, then it can also sell well all throughout the year, especially towards Teacher Appreciation Day and back to school week. So you're also kind of prepping for the future, which I really think is a great idea as well. So taking a look at some listings that are selling well in this niche right now that are brand new is we have this listing here, which is the glass coffee cups. This one is 3 months old and has already sold 374 times. And it just is a custom teacher name with a graphic. This next one is a Christmas ornament that is basically a letter from your child to the teacher. So it's personalized with the kid's name, not the teacher's name, which is a little bit different. This one sold 29 times in its very first 2 months, but there are a lot of older listings that are the same idea as this that sell super, super well right now as well. But I do think it's nice to look at these kind of newer listings so you know that it's not too late for you to get in on these as well. This next one is a candle. This one's a little bit older of a listing. This is 29 months old, but I just wanted to show you the power of these types of listings because this is sold 7,200 times. That is a just astronomical number of sales for one listing to get. And so that really is the power of getting into some of these niches that can sell super well a couple times throughout the year, but also just sell really, really consistently for you. Now, most of these, again, are personalized. So whether you're putting the personalized kid's name or the actual teacher's name, those do sell a lot better typically than just say the word teacher or something more generic. It's okay to go more generic if you don't want to get into personalized listings, but if you haven't checked out Hello Custom just yet, then now might be the perfect time. They are a personalization automation tool where you will upload your design to Hello Custom, tag what the keyword is that you want personalized, like the name, and when you get those orders, if you've connected it, they'll actually customize the name and post the design on Printify for you so it can be completely automated. And they did just start running a lifetime offer of only $67 lifetime for their subscription, and then you just pay a little bit for each design that they make you. So that is the best deal I've seen them run. I will link it down in the description if you want to check out Hello Custom. And if you'd want me to make a full Hello Custom tutorial on my channel, then comment any Christmas emoji down in the comments below, or even just say hello and that you're enjoying the video. I always love hearing from you all, and I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you're getting so much value. So now let's hop on to niche number 5, last but not least, one of the niches that will absolutely make you the most money if you really take the time to get into this one is matching family Christmas shirts. This niche is really popular because a lot of families buy brand new matching shirts for every member of their family every single year. So consider even potentially putting the year on the item, like 2024, because that can go a long way in getting these going. Now, I'll show you a few listings that are selling really well right now, and then I'll also tell you some things that you should know about selling these group family matching shirts. This first listing is actually by a store that is only 4 months old. This store total only has 783 sales, and 131 of them are from this brand new matching family Christmas shirt set. This listing is only 2 months old as well. So again, if you're a brand new seller, I hope this is proof to you that it can still happen for you. People are succeeding on Etsy each and every day. It's just, again, a matter of being in the right place at the right time, doing your research and taking your time. Now, some people are going to get 700 sales in their first 4 months. Some people will get 5. It really just depends on how much time and energy you have to put into this business. But if you're serious about wanting to make money this holiday season, this is the one niche. If you were to pick one niche, this is the one that I think would make you the most money if you really doubled down and spent the time on it, because people are going to be buying anywhere from 2 to 10 or even 15 items all at once. So each customer is giving you more money, so you don't have to find as many customers. It's a really powerful thing once you start getting into group listings. So this one in particular is personalized with each person's name. So you don't have to do personalized, but again, that can be a really great way to get a bunch of new sales as a new seller. This next listing is personalized with the family's last name and a custom location, which is something you don't see as often on these shirts. This listing is also only 2 months old and has already sold 144 times. And this next one here is only 1 month old, literally brand new, and is sold 136 times. And then lastly, I have this one that is 3 months old and is sold 194 times. So again, all brand new listings, completely killing it right now, bestseller badges, doing super well. So don't think that this isn't possible for you. This is still a great time to get into this niche and make sales for yourself. But like I said, there's a few things that you should know before selling family matching shirt sets on Etsy. Number one and most important is that you cannot sell pajamas for babies on Etsy unless they're rated for baby sleepwear. Now you might be asking me, why are you even saying anything about pajamas? And it's because a lot of the times you'll see in the titles and tags for these matching shirt sets that they're for family pajamas. That's what a lot of people actually search for. These are like the shirts they're gonna wear with their cute pajama pants on Christmas Eve, for example. All take a cute picture, but you cannot include the word pajamas or PJs if you have baby sizes in your listings. If you do include them, then at some point throughout the holiday season, you might have Etsy take down 100 of your listings all at once, like I did. So avoid my mistakes, and as tempting as it is to use the pajama SEO in your titles and tags, just avoid it. Now what some people do is they make 2 versions of their listing. They make one version with all adult shirts and use all the pajama SEO, and then have a photo card in the listing saying that if you want baby or kid sizes, that the link to that listing is in the description. And so then the next listing they'd click is the exact same listing, but with kids sizes, and doesn't say anything about pajamas. So I think that's one really good workaround if you want to go that way. The next thing that you need to know about family matching shirt sets is that Printify doesn't have a great selection of Bella Canvas branded baby bodysuits. So you can't actually sell, say, like a red baby bodysuit with a red adult shirt. The reds are just a little bit different and you might get complaints. So I typically would recommend doing all black shirts or all white shirts, so that way it matches up really nice with the baby sizes, or only the adult sizes or kid sizes could come in like the cool red colors and green colors, etc. But then just the baby only comes in white and black for the color options would be one option. And then last, the third thing you need to know about selling these family matching group shirts, if you haven't sold baby clothing before in your store, is that the word onesie is actually trademarked by the brand Gerber. So if you're going to be saying anything about the baby bodysuit, the baby onesie, you have to call it a bodysuit, not a onesie. And again, avoid my mistakes. Let me learn them for you. But I hope that you make tons of money from these niches.